As a U.S. citizen, you have the right to not testify against yourself in the court of law, and you also have the right not to be subject to an unreasonable search and seizure of your persons or property. And these two rights come from the Fourth and Fifth Amendments. Another significant piece of information is the definition of a search warrant. A search warrant is an order signed by a judge that authorizes police officers to search for specific objects or materials at a definite location. These two things are relevant because the topic that will be explored in this presentation is whether Delawareans' Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights are adequately covered in regards to warrants for the search and seizure of digital information on cell phones and computers. The easiest place to start is the question of why this topic is important. And this topic is important because if police are allowed to have arbitrary and general access to your personal, private, and sensitive information on your devices without any adequate warrant, it represents a breach of privacy and can lead to unjust sentencing. For example, in the case of Lisa Mary Roberts of Portland, Oregon, she was wrongfully imprisoned for 10 years because her cell phone location services placed her near the site of a murder. She was later exonerated due to DNA evidence. However, Lisa's case is not a singularity. And we've seen changes to legislation that reflect some of the worries that are growing about digital information and its use in the courts. In the June 2018 Supreme Court ruling about location services, the court has declared that members of law enforcement will now have to get a warrant in order to request tracking data from cell phone companies. And justly so. Your phone has become one of the most important devices used every day by countless people, not just on a local level, but also on a national and global scale. Studies show that, on average, Americans check their phone 80 times a day and spend up to 2 hours on social media, including Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook. And as of right now, it is easier for law enforcement to get a warrant to search a digital device than to search a house. And in many cases, the amount and kinds of information stored on a computer or phone are vastly greater than anything you can find in a house or residence. In the past 4 years, we've seen lawmakers start to deal with the issues regarding digital devices like cell phones and computers. However, most of the focus has been on cell phones. In the 2014 Supreme Court ruling, we saw the general acceptance of searching phones without a warrant changed to the requiring of a warrant.